okay, don't really need everything. So,
All right, Maurice.
What? Why was different colour? I'm like, I'll match the colour of a bit more.
Yeah, but you're
Right.
going to get like a taste of arsehole straight away just because it's right on the top.
well, hurry up.
Yeah. You can have one of my old dryers if you want a dryer. I've got one sitting there you can just have if you want it.
What?
I want a new one anyway. We get rid of that stupid ad.
Yeah, I was about to.
Is anyone actually watching this yet?
Don't know how to scroll down on this fucking Zoom. Oh, there.
Nope. Sweet.
What do we want to do first? Fucking.
Well, we're gonna start the intro. So,
Yeah, start the
I
intro
was
and go
trying
to
to
the...
get fucking ahead. So
well, you're the host.
Yeah, come on, host.
Gary opened a bunch, but it's all fucking otherwise. Hello and welcome to the Gatna Podcast, episode 50 something.
56?
5.
5?
Last one was 55. We didn't release 55. So this is 55 again.
All right, so it's 55.
Yeah, we have an unreleased podcast.
55. We got a bit smashed. Yeah. I don't know what really happened. We just started dribbling shit for 4.5 hours. Or something.
Yeah, the podcast went for 4 hours. If you watched last week on last 3 weeks ago on Twitch, you would have killed it all.
Yeah, pretty much.
Lucky you're lucky. I deleted that video. Yeah. What have you been playing lately, Harry?
I've been playing a lot of GT Sport on PS4. It just came out last Wednesday, and it's a really good racing sim actually. So from number 6, obviously the amount of content and like tracks has been severely cut down. So, but it's sort of in a way I think is a good thing. 1,200 cars down to about 160.
Yep.
So in terms of content, it's nowhere near as much as Forza 7. But what really matters a lot is the actual driving aspect and the online aspect of the game.
Mm-hmm.
So and also like graphically wise, it looks fucking amazing on the PS4. Like some of the races and some of the actual photo modes and the photo shots you do, you have a double look and you go, fuck, this actually looks really real. It actually looks really photorealistic. So it's a really, really great game. For those who wanted to play like, your old Gran Turismo game where you'll collect hundreds and hundreds of cars and play a lot of like, single player raids and stuff like that, this is not the game for you at all. Its primary focus to be an online racer. It's online only. There is a couple like single player like races or like a campaign sort of thing, but it mainly teaches you how to be an actual race driver.
That's a tutorial.
It is a big glorified tutorial in some ways, but the big aspect on the online stuff is so you have you got 2 scores of your profile. You got your actual driver skill, and the other one's called like your showman. What do you call it? The sportsmanship. So of course, like as you get better and better, like you get faster and faster, your actual driving skills gets increased. But what really matters is your sportsmanship. So if you're doing clean races, like doing clean passes, respecting other people in the game, you're either going to be teamed up with like minded people. So it's,
I would not be.
yeah, which for some people, so which and it's going to hardly climb up that ranks. But when you get to those really high, the A grade, drivers, it's like pretty close to real racing. Of course, if you bump other people, run people off the road, doing like late breakings and stuff like that, just creating a muck on the races, you'll get severely put down really easy. So it's a harsh game, but if you're willing to put in the effort and put a bit of time to build it up. It's basically compared to like a good online esports racing game, I reckon.
Sure.
It's kind of annoying it penalizes you so easy. Like when we were late racing on the weekend, actual racing, like he even had a bump.
Yeah.
We only knew because there was paint on the car afterwards. He didn't even notice.
Yeah. Well, like they it's closely closely work with the FIA. That's your federation, like your big, massive global racing regulations and shit like that. And they classified motorsports as a non-contact sport. That said, contact is bound to happen. We're not robots. Everyone's not a professional ace race driver who can be able to have clean do races. So contact is bound to happen. But I think it's close to comparable to like real life racing. It's I think Polyphony actually done a good job actually.
Do you want to move the mic towards Gary so when you turn your head, you're still on the mic?
Yeah. How's that?
I'll find out when you keep turning your head. Gary?
Well, I've been playing. Civ 6 has got 2 new races. Well, yeah, I mean, you've got Indonesia and Thailand. So I played a mock one of Thailand, but then I actually had a decent game in Indonesia. Indonesia are quite faith-based. So it makes they've added a lot of new like changes to the religious system as well, and new pantheons. And this latest patch has actually fixed up the game a little bit. Not as much as I'd like, but yeah, no, it's not bad. And other than that, it's still playing a bit of Total War Warhammer 2.
Yeah,
getting that down packed. The what's it called? I think it's Old World, or the next big expansion thing where they're merging Total War Warhammer 1 and 2 comes out on the 26th. So you can do one huge map where you can play as any civ, like any race, and then go around the world and conquer everything. Yeah, so that new map type custom thing comes out on the 26th, which would be awesome. Because at the moment, in Total War Warhammer 2, you can only play as the 4 races.
Yep.
And the old races from the other game you can't play as yet. So not without mods anyway. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. But I mean, other than that, yeah, that's all I've been playing. Maurice?
Can't remember what the fuck I've been playing.
What the fuck have you been playing, Maurice?
Organise a moving house, so not too much.
That's no excuse. I've been up north. I still play games. Yeah.
I swear I've played something. I can't remember what it was.
Just say Minecraft.
I really want to be wanting to play Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Seems a lot of people like that a lot lately.
Stardew Valley had a big popularity boost because it came out on the Nintendo Switch recently.
Yeah.
And
it's like the perfect.
It's a great game actually. It's basically like a spiritual successor to the old Harvest Moon games.
Yeah.
So and there's a lot more into it. There's a bit of an RPG element. So as the game progresses, your skills actually improve, like depending on what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, like I'm not sure if there's going to be more content or it's going to be in the actual a proper multiplayer mode, because I think that it was made by a single developer, and he's starting to focus on a couple other projects at the moment now. But still, it's still a great game. Still a great game when it came out back then. It's still a great game today.
Yeah, it seems very addictive and very. Like, a lot of people's complaints are that it's like a little bit repetitive and sometimes a bit mindless. But people are like, that's what I want. I want to get home from work. I want to do this dumbass fucking game. I want to go farm my fucking slime farm. I want to go into a fucking cave or whatever.
Actually, that brings up another point. The other game I've been playing, games have been on the mini NES, Super NES.
Oh yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah,
flashed it and put like a fuck ton more games on it, and I put the N64 emulator on there. A lot of N64 games do not run well on that thing. I tell you what, just better off waiting for the mini N64 to come out. I think because that's not exactly the best.
So they're going to have to power boost it.
Yeah, hack sheet at the moment allows you to install a fair few different.
I was actually quite surprised because I think the later versions I've actually used, it was so easy actually.
Yeah.
Like all you have to do is just set like your SNES Mini in some sort of recovery mode when you turn it on, and then like you don't have to worry about any sort of coding skills.
No, you just click all the buttons. And you can click all your cover art, and you can search Google for your cover art for all the games. It's fucking really simple to set up. So I added all the Donkey Kongs, all the other shit. There was like a list online of games that aren't working with it just yet, and there's like fuck all, and all the games that aren't working with it are crap games anyway. So apart from Street Fighter 2, I think Street Fighter 2's got a bit of problems. Street Fighter 2 Turbo, I think, is not working. Anyway, that was the only one I was looking forward to. But I put all the Mortal Kombats on there and the Killer Instincts and fucking obviously all the Donkey Kongs.
Got Killer Instinct in that.
All the Earthworm Gyms.
Yeah, in Earthworm Jim as well.
Yeah.
Sim City, the SimCity original classic on the SNES. That plays surprisingly well.
What the fuck else was there? Yeah, there was heaps. I put on heaps and heaps.
Yeah.
Games.
I'll probably be talking about another 20 or so games on the on my SNES. Of course, SimCity. Also Final Fantasy Legends. The dumbed down version, but I remember playing that as a kid.
Yep.
Earthworm Jim, a few other games here
Well,
and there.
I'm thinking about installing the Game Boy Advance emulator on it because apparently Game Boy Advance games still run quite well on that.
I was actually tempted about that.
Yeah, because you can play like Final Fantasy Tactics and the Golden Sun games and stuff like that on there. They run flawlessly. So, yeah, I thought, well, fuck it, I might as well give it a go when I got time free, put it on there. But I don't know. It's funny revisiting these games. Like Donkey Kong Country 2 is awesome. I forgot how good that game was, but I forgot how shit Donkey Kong Country 3 was. Like, I just don't rate it compared to number 2.
Yeah, or number 1.
What one did
number
you
1.
grow up with?
I grew up with 1 and 2.
Yeah, I grew up with 3.
Same.
So I think that's the reason.
Yeah. 1 and 2, I remember playing like... Yeah. 1, I finished completely. I was so proud of myself finishing that as a kid. Because I was fucking shit. You know, like you go back and you realise how shit you were as a kid playing these games.
But now I'm way shit now. I feel like, I was way better when
No,
I was a
I
kid.
don't know. I think I'm way better. I was a fucking retard as a kid. Like, your reflexes just aren't as quick.
Yeah.
But now, yeah.
Yeah, I remember like when playing like Donkey Kong Country or 1, and I was just blasted through the level. I thought, I don't remember being this good back then. Back when I was a kid.
Yeah, that's what I was like as well. I'm like, fuck, man, this is way easier than I remember as a kid.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, number 3, I just thought it was a bit.
Yeah, I think it's just what you had.
Yeah, I think maybe if I have to go to like another world, maybe the first area is just shit.
Yeah. I don't know, the first area you used to blast through like within 10 minutes you're through the whole world.
Pretty much.
And then it gets harder or whatever.
Yeah, no. Other than that, it's all I'm playing. So should we go on to the first topic?
Yeah, well, might as well just continue on with the flashback stuff. The Microsoft released their the list of their first backwards compatible to Xbox original games.
Yeah, there was what was it? Yeah, Ninja Gaiden. I love Ninja Gaiden. That was awesome.
Kotar, first Kotar as well.
Yeah. Some of the Crimson Skies was sick.
Yeah, that was the game they showcased at E3 as well, so I wasn't surprised about that. But Red Faction 2,
Red Faction 2,
that was a good
cool.
surprise.
Yeah. I mean, there's obviously a lot more of these, but most of them. Prince of Persia, Sands of Time. I fucking love that. That was so hard as a kid.
So many people loved it.
So hard, but I love the game. The game was sick, and the story was awesome. That's why I'm surprised because those 3 games they had, the Sands of Time was the first, not the first Prince of Persia, obviously, but the first ones for that console and everything.
Yeah.
And then they had the second one with that Indian chick in it, and then the third one went really weird and whacked out with your alter ego, like your evil self or some shit.
Yeah.
And then after that, the story just went spastic. It didn't make any sense anymore. It was all over the shop. But I think that trilogy, if they like refine that, they could make that into
or at least the HD trilogy.
Made it into a really kick-ass brand new set of games.
Yeah, because that was a good game that was hard, and you'd sit there because my brother and cousin used to sit there and play it. Like, I can't do this bit here, and then just swapping between bits, trying to get through the whole game.
The big thing about the game was the rerun mechanic.
Yeah, the
so
Sands of Time.
You have like 3 three tries to go through.
And your dagger, and you upgrade your dagger so you have more like...
and you have you have to work out with those the actual platforming sections.
Yeah.
So you got those bits and and then even the combat back then. I remember back on the PS2, that was actually sort of fluid in some ways. Mm-hmm. So I don't mind if it was a HD remake for the current gen console.
Well, it's not like it was exclusive or anything. So
no.
Fuck it, I don't care where it comes out on. But
so Ubisoft, we want those games, please.
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah.
Re-release.
But yeah, that first wave. I mean, if they announce more Ninja Gaiden, I love Ninja Gaiden. That was really cool. And Ninja Gaiden 2 was also really bloody good as well. What else was there? Jade Empire. I want to see Jade Empire. That was really good. Mm-hmm. Time Splitters 2.
Oh yes,
Time Splitters 2.
Perfect.
Yeah, that was cool. There was heaps of good games back in the day.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Alright, it's cool. Because I never really guessed that this would happen.
No.
I thought it'd be left, and then games from now on will be done. And how much money people are making from re-HD stuff.
Yeah.
But people are going to buy the old and then the HD.
See, I think they could make more money if they did Nintendo's approach and just made like a mini Xbox original and just jammed this shit on there, filled it up, because that would sell still.
But they're selling these games individually, aren't they?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
That's the
so
thing.
I think that's
they're making more money. But even then, it's like, I didn't really want to go and buy these games I played as a kid. But if they came in one big package like Nintendo's throwing out, I'd be like,
but those games like they because of the I forgot my train of thoughts. But I was trying to say is, but like for like the old collectors and anyone who still have those games that still lying in the attic or somewhere, like go, oh cool, I can actually pull this back in again.
Yeah.
So I can actually see the value of those games like
I think it's a
on
sales
eBay
thing, though.
will actually bump up
Because people love the idea of being able to do that. I have a bookshelf of games over there. I've also brought them a second time because I'm like, nah, I don't want to put the disc in all the time. So I think it's
so I'm like, fuck the disc.
yeah, I'm very much fuck the disc. So I think even like making it so the disc can go in there, I think it's just a sales. Oh, that's awesome. No one doesn't like. They'll have reports on who actually does do it or whatever. Because I think ages ago when they made the backwards compatibility, or they didn't, they said no one uses it. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Or whatever. And then they put it back in and could keep the masses happy. But I think they know no one uses it or whatever. And now it's just a CD key reader.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or whatever. But how do the Xbox discs work in the new Xbox?
Oh, I imagine
Xbox 360.
Xbox the digital discs were just CDRs, weren't they?
No,
they were HD DVD.
Yeah, but they can still read.
No. The 360 never been. There was no 360 games in the HD DVD. It was a separate.
That's just the movie.
It was a separate drive.
Yeah. What was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
It was a separate drive. You buy.
It's fucking retarded.
It was.
Yeah.
It was, and like Sony's idea, just fuck it, we invest it on Blu-rays.
Blu-ray, yeah.
On PS3s.
Sure, because how would Xbox have big discs then?
Because the DVDs can have 2 layers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's only 8 gig.
Well, 9.5, but
it was like
but
nearly 10, wasn't it?
it was about 10, but it was just the way that the developers managed to fit into the disc.
But then the PlayStation stuff was on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they won because of it.
I know, and while some games had to be on 2.
Well, Blu-ray's 50 gig back then.
Sorry.
HD
sorry,
was
clarify.
10.
Yeah, I know that. I know the HD.
Yeah.
But
Like, was it Metal Gear Solid 4 on the PS3? It came on a single Blu-ray disc. If I remember, on the Xbox 360, it had to come in 2. If I remember.
What?
Because of the styles, and like a lot of games, especially for multi-platform, they had to consider fitting in 10 gigs, fitting the game into 10 gigs.
Yeah. Yeah, effectively it was like this generation's VHS Betamax thing all over again, realistically.
Yeah, it was VHS Betamax back then, and
Oh, Maurice.
The ads for the Xbox X rolling out.
Yeah, the ads for it, yeah. And they've got special hotel rooms booked out in Sydney now for the pre-sale event for the Xbox One X. So people can go and like, if they can sit there and wait in these hotel rooms and wait for the Xbox One X to come out in Sydney because it's the first place in the world for it to go on sale. So they've got all these, I was like, oh, fuck's sake. That's what we're saying. Like, what happened in New Zealand? No one cares about New Zealand.
That is so wank factory. That is so wank factory. Yeah. That's like taking another step of Apple's like waiting queue.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Well, I can't see people waiting in tents for the Xbox One X. There's no massive jump. Yeah. What was anything going on Twitch, Morris? Yeah, no. So, yes. What else we got?
Excuse me.
The Switch for the update for the Switch with a GameCube controller adapter. That was just cool. They did it.
Yeah. So what? That's going to tie into their emulation. Is that it?
Yeah, probably probably for Smash, really.
I reckon it's just going to be for Super Smash.
Yeah.
That'll be it, basically.
Because fuck that game. as on the mind you, it's a good fighting game, but on the esports side, on the per side, fuck that game. That's like the CS:GO fighting games.
Yeah. Yeah, basically. The update also adds video capture for selected games, which I thought was cool. I thought that was pretty cool. They built it in there. See how well it works, I guess.
Yep.
Don't know what we can do, but I know they seem to be doing stuff for the gamers, and we're like, Nintendo, what's wrong? Have you got a fever? Like, something's up.
Alright.
Oh, what was that? The Command and Conquer thing.
Yeah, Command and Conquer Vets, Petroglyph, Petroglyph, and Team 17 announced new RTS game, Forge Battalion. So, that looks interesting. I wouldn't mind anything Command and Conquer, even if it is the new RTS. You know,
Yeah.
I mean,
If there's any reminiscences of the old CNC games, yeah, I'm up for it.
that's why I don't understand what the fuck they've been doing, because Command and Conquer sells. It's like a title that's got the name and history behind it. The fact they haven't milked it in the last 8 years?
It's EA that owns the license. That's a
Yeah.
problem.
Well, what are they doing? Why aren't
They fucked up with number 4.
Yeah, I know they fucked up, but you think they would have pumped some money into it now?
No, okay. 4 was 2 were the final nails of the coffin. There was also they were developing the free to play version. DICE was developing the free to play version, and apparently, like in some of the closed betas, it had some mixed. Well, it wasn't like mixed like reaction like reviews, or not reviews, impressions from the fans. It was more like there's a lot of like constructive criticism.
Yeah.
But EA decided to go, yeah, we're going to can this project, and actually just effectively just tucked the whole franchise underneath the rug. The rug now.
Yeah.
And that's really sad because I fucking love the Command & Conquer series. I can still go around and play like Tiberian Sun or Command Red Alert 2 any time of the day, and even like the guys from Westwood Studios, Petroglyph, can't pronounce the name now. One of their last games was Star Wars Empire War, and that was actually a really good RTS game. Like it actually felt sort of ish on Command and Conquer. Obviously they couldn't really copy the same mechanics, but it was a good game. So I have to keep my eye on that because you don't hear much of RTS games in general.
No. That's sort of like Command & Conquer Generals is an excellent game. I'm just really surprised they haven't actually made that sequel yet. I know they fucked up the sequel, like they were going to do, but the fact that they haven't tried and gone, okay, let's put some more money into this and get this out in the street, it's just a waste. Absolute fucking waste. Must have been some really fucked up shit going on in development for them to can it completely.
I reckon so. Plus, like the and some of the new genres like MOBAs, like they've sort of a big thing over RTS now.
Yeah.
Which is a shame because like probably the most recent RTS game will be StarCraft 2, the big one. And even then, it's always going to be a bit of a niche genre. To this, and it's going to be a more niche genre over the years.
Indeed. All right, next subject, shall we? All right. So,
effectively, our host pretty much abandoned the podcast, so we're going to continue.
Yes. The South Park Fractured But Whole squeezes out a 1 hour free demo. That's cool. I haven't actually played it. Have you played it?
No.
No, I think I will. I think I'll actually play that demo because I've watched all the YouTube videos, the boss fights like Morgan Freeman and fucking people like that, the forest critters and all that sort of stuff. It looks fucking hilarious. So, fuck, there's some good Drunk Randy. You're gonna fight Drunk Randy.
Oh, nice.
Wine Drunk Randy, I think it is, and some other shit like that. Yeah, there's some fucking funny fights.
It's always pretty sad because like I was checking out. 1 hour free demo. I was just checking out. It's like and I just got disappointed because it was only out for PS4 and Xbox One.
Yeah.
And I was like whining for a bit, and I just sort of clicked on my console and went, oh shit! I just realized I got a PS4 now.
Yes. All right. So, Wolfenstein 2 writer doesn't consider the game a shooter. Says multiplayer dilutes the story. Yeah. I sort of get that too.
Yeah.
I mean, with something like that where. Unless the multiplayer really fucking stands out, it does dilute the story because no one's going to go, oh, I bought this game for multiplayer. Who gives a shit?
They need to make. I reckon it needs to be games that concentrate on multiplayer and single player,
Bethesda,
and stop trying to do both.
It's Bethesda. They're known for making like RPGs effectively, and
they're known to make good single player games.
Yeah, exactly. So why would you bother with multiplayer crap? Yeah, I'm with him 100% in that.
Well, like why jump into a big, massive, saturated market? and try to stand out.
Yeah.
It's virtually hard now. It's virtually difficult now to jump into the multiplayer side.
Yeah.
But if it's 2 sets of resources, you're doubling
Yeah.
up on. Just make one and stick to it.
I think Call of Duty and Battlefield should do the same thing. I'm sick of no one gives a shit about their storyline. You play the campaign to effectively get used to the game's new
Yeah, some
mechanics.
practice.
That's it. And even then, it's like, you're just like,
Yeah,
oh,
and even then
bored. Like, I usually do half of the campaign and go, oh, this is so bullshit. Whatever. Next, move on to the thing. You only like Battlefield 1's campaign was good because it was different. It was sad. You felt we went, oh fuck yeah, it was pretty bad. Whereas Call of Duties are always just so gung ho. Gotta save the fucking world. Yeah, you're the
America.
You're the fucking monster soldier. You can do anything. You're virtually Master Chief. But we're not going to say that because you don't want to get sued.
There's a whole song about it. Team America.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and the American shit on there. Yeah, there's always that sort of crap. But that's what I mean though. It's just like, why don't they just make them multiplayer only? Just focus all them fucking resources into map development.
Yeah.
And
Look at Overwatch.
Yeah.
It's basically just a multiplayer game.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless it's just interns making the single player, something like that.
Interns, you reckon?
Yeah, what that would explain so much. Just like the new guys for practice, here make the single player.
Maybe with Mass Effect Andromeda, that would make sense. I'd go, oh yeah, that's what.
Well, yeah,
shit.
especially with the studio they got palmed off to.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay. So, Star Wars Battlefront 2 single player campaign to last 5 to 7 hours. Bullshit. Yeah, I doubt it. I reckon it'll last like 3. No, I'm serious. So when they always say 5 to 7 hours, you pretty much half it because like anyone,
so 2.5 to 3.5.
Anyone's a competent shooter will just smash through it like without even fucking trying. So yeah, I reckon 3 hours. Unless they've just put fuck tons of like cutscenes in it that like draws it out at that amount of time. But I'm thinking 3.
So you think about like 4 hours will probably be like cutscenes is basically just a movie.
Yeah,
it's like Metal Gear Solid 4.
They've just facial captured everything. Just,
That's where all the 30 gigs went off to.
That's it. Yeah. UK government responds to loot boxes queries saying Gambling Commission will be monitoring developments. Yeah, about fucking time.
Yeah, fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, you hear the stories like kids spending their credit cards from like FIFA cards, and stuff.
Yeah. Parents go.
That kid spent like 14 grand on FIFA.
Can you imagine being that parent though, having to call up their company going, yeah, it wasn't me, like, it was my kid.
I'm pretty sure there'll be a lot more swear words than that.
Yeah.
Like, what the? Or whatever.
And broken things.
Yeah. And that's why you don't have credit cards.
Yes.
Problem is,
No,
everything's debit these days.
That's
so
stupid.
like, yeah.
That's why you don't have children.
Yeah, true.
Wrong statement.
Yeah. And kids. Okay. So, Microsoft premieres Xbox One X TV commercial, Feel the True Power. Yeah. Have you guys seen that commercial?
Nope, I haven't seen it.
No? Pretty gay.
I can assume what it is. It's just close-ups of the hardware that show nothing at all.
There's nothing. It's fucking just shit.
You
Just watch it and you'll be like, oh, wow. Okay, cool. Wicked. So, where's the games Xbox? Or what?
So they just pretty much show up just a console.
Yeah, pretty much. So
In
the
bits and
exclusives,
pieces.
Microsoft. Oh, what's that? You don't have many exclusives. So I'm spending all this money in this hardware for... cool. But you have the most powerful console. Which compared to a PC is like being the smartest kid with Down syndrome. Yeah.
Yeah, PCs are getting expensive now.
Yeah, they are getting expensive now. But I mean,
So
this
I
is the
think
worst
it's-
time to buy a PC right now.
think
Okay
it's
for
turning
CPU
back.
tech, but not for GPU tech. GPU is
Yeah.
the worst time to buy a GPU.
Yeah, well, new ones are in March.
Yeah, so...
AMD fell on their face like a toddler.
Shadow of War developer, people should think of it as an adaptation. The movie's deviated as well. Well, yeah.
Well,
They deviated a little bit. The Shadow of War is like a completely different story.
It
in the
sounds
world.
like excuses.
Yeah, it's like a completely fucking different story. In the
Have
in
any
the
of you guys
universe.
played Shadow War? Like,
Yeah, I played one.
Yeah,
Heaps.
Maurice has. Yeah.
no, like the new one,
No,
Shadow
I
of
played
War.
it. I wanted it, but
Because apparently,
Yeah.
because I'm reading like
don't like
reviews and a
playing.
lot of people talking about it, it's basically it just feels like the first game, but with
yeah, that's what I assumed it will be.
and it's just the only thing you have is the Nemesis thing in the fortress building
Yeah.
side, and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, what have you guys been doing for the last 3.5, 4 years?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just didn't. I haven't played it because I didn't want to pay full price for it.
Yeah.
It's what $100 Australian.
Yeah.
That's time converts with that shit.
That's why you
dollar.
just go to that G2 Play site.
Yeah,
and
I'll-
get everything cheaper
often
through
do,
there.
but-
The Steam codes and everything.
Yeah.
But Steam are cracking down a lot of that stuff now these days, though.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, so.
They say, like, said they are, but I haven't seen anyone.
Oh,
get
Total
them.
Warhammer 2, apparently, they're cracking down with region locking on that. I bought it directly through Steam, so there was no drama with me, but apparently, yeah, there's been several instances of people have bought it from, like...
But we get double shafted in Australia.
Oh, no, but I think I paid $115 or something for the package I got, which is ridiculous. So it's like, what, $90-something
always,
US? Yeah.
The excuse is always Australian tax. You know, they play tax in Canada and the US.
Yeah.
And they play state tax in the US.
I think they said the cheapest place to buy video games in the world was Norway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Norway's got all these tax exceptions and all those.
Yeah, because they have art
some
stuff in there.
crap.
And the games technically fall under art.
Yeah.
Huh.
So.
Because I think we have art tax exempt stuff as well. Or whatever. I think a lot of music some people try and scrape under their music with their art crap as well. But
All right, Team Fortress 2 celebrates 10 years with a big Jurassic Park flavoured update. Was it Yeti Park, wasn't it?
yeah,
Yep.
Yeti Park.
That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool that they.
Yeah, you'd be worth like.
Cool, they're actually doing something.
Yeah. Give it a go.
Valve doing something.
Yeah.
Because they don't do much these days. I mean, they make so much money. But
Yeah.
but I'm guessing how much money they make just from Steam. They're like, I'm making this video game. It's worthless to us. What are you talking about?
Xbox One and PS4 will be neck and neck this holiday, according to industry analysts. Fuck off. Microsoft's going to rape PlayStation with sales.
Click on it and you can see the sales, what they stand at now, I think.
Yeah, instead of just reading from the fucking headlines.
Well, we've got the links open, but we know what it's about. There we go.
Scroll down. Yeah, I think that's what it's at. Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
So, PlayStation 3 is 3.5%. Who's still buying a PlayStation 3?
It just must be parents.
Yeah, I don't know. Wii U is at 3.3%. Yeah. PS4 Pro is at 22.2%.
Huh.
Xbox One X, they reckon, is at 21.6%. Yeah.
Holy cow, the Xbox 360 is raping the PS3.
Yeah. Yeah, Xbox 360, 7.4%. Wow. Okay. Well, it was the king of that console generation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Xbox One X, 7.3%. So the Xbox 360 is outperforming the Xbox One S. Oh, wow. That's sad. Xbox One, 7.7. PS4 Slim, 13.5. Switch, 13.6. Switch is doing
That's
shitty.
actually, that's a good
Very
figure.
well for Nintendo.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not even, what, from Q4?
That Wii U
That's
number's surprising. What is it like? They're falling off the shelf into the
Oh,
basket.
yeah,
They didn't
Wii U's
notice.
are probably selling for quite cheap, I imagine.
Yeah, it's just trying to get rid of it.
Yeah, so probably Japan selling them cheap. All right. Next update.
Well, just the F1 thing. I just wanted to say that. It's,
Yeah, go on, Maurice.
yeah, the Formula One 2017 is getting Lancer mode and stuff. So
Oh, really?
in an update. So
LAN mode, eh?
yeah.
Oh, an update. Oh, okay.
Oh, you actually play it at the LAN, eh?
Yeah, so I don't know if I'll buy that game, but it's cool that hearing some games adding LAN support after
Yeah.
the date in updates. I don't know how
Yeah,
that's
still
gonna
not many,
go,
though.
but
Yeah.
it's just cool that they do
That's
it.
strange
so-
because, like, the F1 games, that there's just been released. A new F1 game comes like every year.
yeah, it's just
So it's
slightly
just-
better
it's just all
graphics, it's slightly better performance.
It's just strange to see like an update that adds, a bunch of features that
Yeah,
you expect to be in the next game.
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess sales are down. But
PlayStation 4 gets a new DualShock color and cute mini wide gamepad for young players.
I don't mind the idea for young players.
It reminds
Yeah.
me, those little gamepads remind me of the Wii, original Wii little mini gamepads. Do you guys ever see them?
Yeah.
Yeah, they look very similar to
It
that.
does look
Yeah.
familiar.
With a joystick and everything lay out from it. It does look strange. Like, it definitely looks like it'd be fucking shit for my hands. It's just too small, but...
It makes sense for kids.
Kids,
and
yeah.
stuff.
I suppose. It sort of looks like a weird little...
But I think
I mean, it's going to be like cheap and cheerful. That'll
the
be
main
fine.
reason for that would be to get dads to be able to convince the mums to let him get a PlayStation 4.
Oh, yeah.
Look, it's for the kids. Look, a mini controller for the kids.
That's it.
You're buying Call of Duty and FIFA.
So what's this Last of Us game? Oh, it's a kid's game. I love it. Yeah, no.
I'm sure the kids will love FIFA.
Are you sure they'll play Call of Duty? Yeah, they'll play Call of Duty.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Okay, all the lame kids don't play Call of Duty. Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah, no.
you don't want our kids to be lame.
Okay. Twitch and YouTube gaming video content more popular than HBO and Netflix combined. That doesn't surprise me in the slightest. But
I was like, who's watching all this game content? I don't watch much.
what, Twitch?
Yeah.
You don't watch Twitch much?
I'll watch a game that I want to buy because I'll get a real verbal review of what's happening in it or whatever. Besides that, I
don't mind watching Twitch every now and again. Like if there is a game I want to buy, I'll check it out. Like Total Warhammer 2. I watched all the early release people who got the early copies for it. They've been playing through the campaigns and stuff.
Oh.
Watch that on Twitch. There's a fair bit on there that it's not a bad platform, but YouTube's
a mess. Their gaming things. You feel like
YouTube is a bit
you just
fucked
get
at the
lost.
moment, yeah. I don't understand. I mean, I think it's hilarious. They still haven't made a profit on it, and Google have owned YouTube for like 8 years now or something, haven't they?
Longer
Be longer than that now.
Yeah.
Was it? I thought they it was like 2009, 2010 they bought YouTube.
I'll have a look.
But yeah, they haven't made a profit on it still, and I know that's why they're trying to branch off and make YouTube into sort of like Netflix bullshit. But the problem is they're getting rid of all the decent content providers by demonetizing their videos. So
they already got the YouTube Red subscription, which I have no ads and some access to some of their.
Yeah, but I use ad blocker
channels.
Anyway, so I don't have ads regardless. That's the thing. It's like, well, it doesn't really affect me. Normal YouTube.
Well, it's like I just tend to watch YouTube videos on the phone, so you currently have ad blocker. So I have that, but you also get access to Google Play Music. So it's kind of like their own version of Spotify.
No.
And I thought, that's cool.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I only just found out about because I had a subscription for about nearly a year on YouTube Red. Now I thought, and then I just saw a reminder. Went, oh yeah, you also have a sub for Google Play Music. Went, fuck! I wish I knew about that longer before because I would have actually been using that more than Spotify.
Right. All right. Next subject. Steam Boss. 2006. They bought it, did they?
Yes, 11 years.
Wow.
Shit.
That's fucking.
Yeah, it's
doesn't
ages.
feel that long.
Yeah, it's a lot of time to not make any profit.
Yeah, it's November 2000, so it's literally 11 years.
All right, next subject. Steam boss Gabe Newell is one of America's 100 richest people, according to Forbes. He has $5.5 billion. Not bad.
Not bad for some guy who just sits in his office and runs
rapes Australians on Steam.
Runs a game store.
That's it. It's all right, Gabe. You can thank me for that. I help
Yeah. Continue to roll in your mountains and mountains of cash.
Yes.
And dollar bills. Oh, sorry, $100 bills now.
All right, next subject. Destiny 2 PC players reporting mass bans, and no one has explained why yet. Yeah.
No, well. So, it's funny because I actually was reading up on a couple of Discord channels and some people actually got banned from it. I was like, holy shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Apparently that... this is like from a few months ago, whoever was making it, Bungie said, look, we're not going to support we're going to try to, prevent anyone running Destiny 2 with like overlays. And that's like, and they're being very vague about that, whereas like your NVIDIA GeForce Shadow Play or your Discord overlays or your OBS Shadow overlays or anything like that. So they just don't want to have any sort of like applications running on top during the game. And people probably will play with like a Discord chat overlay on top of the game or in the GeForce overlay, and they were just getting completely just banned just of that. So it's
what's it sold in? Is it sold in Steam? It's not. Is it?
No, it's actually sold on Bell.net.
No, fair enough, yeah.
But it's what Bungie's decision. So it was just kind of
It's just over trying to compete against aimbots. It sounds like it.
I think it might be that, but it seems to be a little bit too overzealous what they're trying to do.
Yeah, I reckon it's bullshit. They ban you and stuff, or whatever. Like you're paying straight up for that. They're gonna ban you, refund you, like, or whatever. Like if to that extent, or whatever. I think that's a bit fucking rude, or whatever.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait. We just have to wait and see because this game only came out 1 o'clock in the morning. So we just have to wait and see what's the actual go.
Yeah. All right, I suppose we move on to hardware news now. That's all the main topics done. So gaming really hasn't been much in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've got the GTX 1070 Ti getting released tomorrow, or tomorrow in Australia, the 26th, the date it's released. But yeah, so
Like a soft launch or
yeah. Yep. So that should be pretty interesting. Looking at the leaked benchmarks for that, it seems to be not as powerful as a GTX 1080, but pretty much right there. Like, in some benchmarks, from some of the benchmarks I've seen, it is a little bit more powerful. But it looks like its average frame rate is a lot higher than the GTX 1080s in most of these games. So it's quite stable. But there's also reports that the BIOS is being locked, so you can't overclock it. Yeah. So if that is the case, then that'd be a fucking pretty dodgy move from NVIDIA.
It's going to annoy a lot of people.
Yeah.
And then, because people suggested that they'd be okay if it was locked, if it wasn't advertised as a tie, sell it as something else.
Depending on what price point they launch it at. So, if they
it's $500 Australian.
$500 Australian, shit. Okay.
Yeah, so it's not bad. Realistic when you look at, but they're selling in some sites in Australia right now. You can buy a GTX 1080 for $660 Australian, which is I think like $570 US or something like that. Which is that's pretty reasonable. And you see on the second hand market, eBay, I've seen GTX 1080 starting at $550.
Yeah.
So right now, you could buy a 1070, but I'd rather just go and buy a GTX 1080 and overclock it.
Yeah, to save a little bit more and
be 2 leaps ahead.
Yeah. I mean, that's if I was really desperate to get one of those cards now. I'm just going to wait till February, March when the video brings out, not Volta. And that's going to rape the shit out of all the other stuff. So what's the point? We're only a couple of months away, really.
Yeah.
It's end of October now, so we've got fucking 5 months. You can wait 5 months.
And it should be loaded with RAM, because the 1080 Ti is 11 gigs, so it has to be more than that.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean...
Or it has to be that or more, I
Yeah,
say.
I mean, I might even wait until June next year for the next Titan to come out.
Yeah, I'm either waiting for one of those.
Yeah, see how... I know it's going to be overpriced as fuck, but I think it'll be an absolute monster powerhouse. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll see what that's like. But, I mean, realistically, yeah. The other news, obviously, is Coffee Lake got released.
Yeah.
It seems like the 8600K is the best CPU for gaming, not just in terms of value, but also in terms of performance, because you don't overclock it more.
Basically, it seems ahead of software.
Yeah, it's
which is cool. Finally, hardware's ahead of software.
But I mean, if you look at the 8300K we've got listed, that thing's a fucking monster as well.
Yeah,
because that's effectively like last gen's 7600K, but it's like fucking 200 and something bucks.
Yeah,
it's pretty goddamn beefy.
A proper quad core on i3.
Yeah, but even the 8700K, that's making a lot of the high end stuff, the pro stuff, obsolete.
Yeah, it is.
Why don't get it?
I've seen the deleted multi-thread results and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty fucking powerful.
Why would you buy any of the i5, i7 stuff in the pro grade stuff? That's already stupid. But then the i9s, the low end i9. That's the other one's right on its tail anyway.
From what I've seen in reviews too, the 8600K, pretty much all the reviews I've seen, everyone can get it to 5 GHz stable around 1.35 volts, which is pretty impressive. And the ones they've got deleted, they'd be able to hit 5.2 and 5.3 GHz.
Well,
which
that
is
company,
mental.
What was that company just bid? They only bid them?
Yeah, Case King DE.
Weren't they bidding them at 5.2?
Yeah, you can buy, there's a site in Denmark or the Netherlands.
Yeah. And they bin them themselves.
Yeah, and they put they actually have custom made silver heat spreaders instead of the nickel plated copper ones that come with the CPU. So if you get the Ultra form from them, which costs about $1,000 for the Australian for the top tier one, you get that. You get it deleted. They put thermal grizzly on it, the whole lot, and they'll get to 5.3 gigahertz. Some
pretty
shit.
Premium for them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you do gotta pay the price.
But realistically, it's just like, come on, I wouldn't mind any of those things. Hitting 5 gigahertz stable is fucking awesome. It's a good wank factor.
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah.
I got 5.1. I'm just like, what?
Yeah. That's the thing. You can tell your mates.
Sun's shining out of my ass.
Yeah, but I mean, now those CPUs make your CPU piss now. So
yeah, finally, I'm like, finally worth
yeah.
fucking upgrading.
Exactly. So and they're single threaded.
But then I'm just looking because the price to upgrade is ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. Like, do you see this $580 for the 8700K, and it's $390 for the 8600?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, fuck, it's still pretty expensive.
Yeah, it's a huge jump. But I'm just looking at buying an old server CPU for mine, like a 10 core, and chucking it in my computer.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'll go with games, but
no,
they're cheap. They're cheap enough.
Yeah.
It's a $4,000 CPU for $300 now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They're cheap, eh? Fuck, that's pretty good.
So I'll just might get that and see where my system sits.
Yeah, because I've been keen to upgrade my system soon. I had my eyes on the AMD Ryzen 1700K 1700X, and just seeing the reviews and actually the performance increases of the Coffee Lake CPUs, it kind of put me in a bit of a dilemma.
Yeah.
And I like, do I really want 8 cores, or do I really want six really good cores?
Yeah, I'd rather the 6 really good cores, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find like a good reason.
But in saying that, AMD's got their next gen of Ryzen coming out in was it February? They said
something like that. They're due to release.
Yeah, but then they said Coffee Lake, next gen Coffee Lake, or Cannon Lake, whatever it's called, that's on the 1151C's chipset is coming out in April, and that's going to be 8 cores.
Yeah,
and they're bringing 8 cores and 6 core variants, and I was like, okay, so now we're upping the ante again, so
like it's for once, like probably like for once ever since I'll say what the Core 2 CPUs and like the AMD stuff, like it's so hard to decide which one will be more suitable now if I want to go to AMD or want to go to the Intel.
I would just wait until mid next year and see what the best CPU at the time is, because when Intel brings out their next, so they're bringing out 8 core CPUs, and they bring out like similar to what they've done with this generation, where they've got 8 cores with hyper-threading and then 8 cores, just 8 cores.
Yeah.
And those 8 cores can be overclocked faster in gaming, then who gives a shit? 8 cores are going to last you years for gaming.
Exactly.
CPU.
Or not even, or if you're just doing like, even for production, it will still do a good run. It just really annoys me, in fact, like a lot, because I actually asked a lot of people around, and it's just been unanimously that people have said, just go for Intel. I just grabbed the Intel. I was like, why? I want to know why.
Exactly.
And it just they always said like, oh, because of gaming. But I'm not fucking using just for gaming. I'm also doing it for production as well.
But now they brought out this Coffee Lake. It's like, well, okay, now I might listen to you a bit more, because they actually can do multi-threaded.
Yeah.
But I mean, next gen will be even better again. But if AMD can bring out the next Ryzens, and they actually be overclockable for a change, not, properly overclockable.
To be fair, like it was like a very new architecture.
Yeah, if they can bring in their single core performance in those things to at least 200 CB on Cinebench, for instance, instead of like the 160s that it is right
Something
now.
like that, yeah.
Then then we'll have a contender. Especially if it's cheap as shit.
Yeah.
Like fuck, here we go. That'll be something definitely worth putting your money down on. So,
well, yeah, because even like the current SKUs, even like the Ryzen 5 1600X, I was really surprised about its performance. So that's why I have my eyes along like the 1700X, with the 8 cores. So but of course Intel is throwing a span on the whole, the whole span into the whole thing. So it's good though.
Finally.
It's about time they sort of went, okay, well, maybe we should compete.
The only, you'll probably find out in 10 years' time whether AMD pushed Intel to make the 6 core, or whether the 6 core did it on their own.
Yeah, exactly.
But it'd be written in someone's book in 10 years' time or something.
They probably had the plans for it for ages.
Oh, I think they did. I reckon. But whether they had the plans sitting there, we'll drop it as soon as AMD can do something. Otherwise, we won't.
No, I don't know. They probably would eventually release it because of the
I think the Pro
because
level...
Ryzen went, okay, let's just try to push this out a bit quicker now.
But I think the 2066 i7 suggests they wouldn't.
Yeah, I'm with Maurice now. And I reckon they had the plan sitting there, and as soon as they saw Ryzen come out, they went, okay, this is good. All right, let's put this in production. And it would have taken around 4 months, which is pretty much
the CPU literally came out on a 2066 socket.
Yeah, exactly. So,
why didn't it come out?
So, I don't know. It'll be interesting times next half of next year would be awesome.
Yeah.
Come bloody E3 next year, we're going to have some fucking sick hardware.
Yeah.
Just the fact that we can finally get next year 100 hertz 100 FPS 4K systems going on with games.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Because we're at, what, 60 now?
Well, we're above 60. Realistically, with the 1080 Ti,
Yeah,
a lot of the games can hit about 70 to like 75
yeah,
FPS.
so we're where we want to be.
Yeah.
We're at where we want 60
Yeah,
FPS.
but then again, Volta's going to come out, be more powerful,
Yeah.
more powerful. And then you get the Titans on top of that. The
Yeah.
Titans are going to be monsters.
We'll be there,
I think
yeah.
in some cases, like, because I just gotta have my point of view about this, like, but like, with high end, graphics cards, like especially when we had the Kepler GPUs, like the 680s back then, when they first came out, like literally every single game you can run it, you can throw it at, it will run always at 60 FPS or more.
Yeah, well, I think, like you said, you want to do productivity stuff, and you're not getting any benefits out of getting different CPUs because the software's not good enough.
Are we still streaming?
I assume so. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm not talking about production stuff. I'm talking about gaming, and it's only been like recently now because I've finally upgraded my monitor to 1440p, and the games and the game engines that came out that they are powerful, that with features and visual quality, but in expense of you need decent hardware. That was a combination of like holy shit.
Yeah,
like,
we were stuck there for years.
the software wise has actually crept up really quick.
You mean
So-
the hardware? Crap.
The software side.
The software, no, I'm with Harry. The software side has crept up pretty
Yeah.
quickly. Yeah. I mean, look at Vulcans come leaps and bounds as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we only recently talked about high FPS monitors because years and years. It was the first 3D monitors that came out. They were like 120 hertz, but it seems like now today is the idea of having high refresh monitors seems to be a bit more mainstream now.
Yeah.
So, seems like for PC gaming, it's like 60 hertz monitors is considered like low or mid range. If you want to have if you want to have the best frame rates or the best hardware, like you gotta have the hardware to push out the high frame rates. Not necessarily though, because thanks to technology like G-Sync or AMD's FreeSync, where you can run the game about 120 or 90ish, and you don't get any tearing.
FreeSync sucks.
I'm just saying that because of the
FreeSync's
technology.
great because it's half the fucking price for a monitor.
Yeah, but it's not as good.
I'm just saying
I'm
that
just
because the
saying.
technology is there, and I have
Yeah.
seen G-Sync technology working, and it's just a different world.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, way better.
But
So I think because of the easier accessibility of high refresh monitors, plus the software side of games like the game
I
engines,
wouldn't say easy accessibility.
made it,
$1,000 isn't easy accessibility.
No, it's pretty fucking pricey, really.
well,
Like
like
a whole computer.
well,
with
I
a
remember
monitor.
I remember buying a 680 for about $500, and I was only about a couple months old,
Yeah.
and that was considered higher end. Now we got graphics cards well over 1,000.
Oh yeah, especially custom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's different. But yeah,
But the only reason that Nvidia's gone so expensive is because AMD's a hunk of shit.
they haven't got competitive.
They haven't got any competitive.
It's what
competition.
Intel's done. I think Intel's
Yeah,
whole mess.
exactly. They've
Yeah.
gone full Intel.
It looks messy because AMD's there.
Yeah.
AMD wasn't gonna be there, so there's a fucking $2,800 CPU sitting.
Do you remember when the Titans first came out and were like, $1,100 to $1,200? We're not paying.
Pretty
that
sure
for
they
this."
came out for a dead $999.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
paying that for a fucking GPU. Now I'm like, fucking 1080 Ti for $999. Bargain.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet.
And the Titans $2,000.
Yeah, Titans. Yeah, fucking $2,000. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, exactly. They've just raped us.
But yeah, with the new Xbox coming out, PCs had big jumps with video cards. CPUs weren't too much of a bottleneck.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see what the fuck, how good this Xbox One X is.
And you can guarantee there's a PS4 coming, or PS whatever. PSX, I guess you can call it. But so yeah, be fucking great. Finally, we can get some 4K high frame rate gaming. Just need those 4K high frame rate screens
Yeah.
to actually come out instead of being that CES coming this year. Come on, show me.
I want some decent 4K gaming projectors, man. After going 1080p projectors are fucking sick at the moment. I love playing on a projector is so much more fun. It is. You just like fuck yeah. You sit back in bed and you just like guts hanging out.
I can see the light. No, that's actually the projector pointing at your face. Oh,
The input lag on that gaming projector I got's not bad at all either, but it's just...
Well, it's
but
basically
1080p stretched to 120 inches, you can start to see some fucking shit.
Yeah.
Well, we're basically talking about the speed of light.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
You know, like FPSs don't look as good as they should, but yeah, if they brought out a 4K gaming projector, I'd buy
but it
in a
looked pretty
second.
like when we used it at the LAN.
Yeah, it looked pretty good.
We would put it was a bit bigger than that, so it would have been about 70
it looks
inches.
way better with with low light, obviously.
Yeah,
Of course.
Yeah, but yeah, it's all right.
but especially like 75 was
Yeah, I think
pretty good.
It's 75 inches. Is
I
pretty
mean,
good.
it's small, but
Yeah.
projector there.
Do you see that PLE and these other stores were selling those little 720p portable projectors with the battery bank installed in them, the BenQ ones?
No.
I think they run off like a 12-volt system, like 12-volt charger or some
Yeah.
shit. And I was like, oh, the quality of this... I saw them. They look fucking shit
That just
house. I
sounds
don't know
like-
why you buy one.
It sounds like a prank device. It's
Yeah,
exactly
yeah.
what it is.
They're like,
I'm
"Oh,
going to my
be the-
friend's
be the-
house.
Be the
I'm gonna
coolest
put
kid this summer. Bring your projector around. I'm like, oh, that sounds lame. Like, I'm not going to be like, go to my mate's place and like, yeah, I'm bringing out a little Pico projector that transmits 720p. It's 60 inches.
Yeah, but I can see a sneaky, like, you'd get that projector. Let's go out and project porn on whatever we can find.
Yeah, pretty
Or
much.
projecting porn on the side of the Bunbury silos or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Or whatever, just someone getting rammed or something.
Nah, gay porn, man. Just hardcore shit. Fuck. Yeah, no.
Episode 50 something.
55, wasn't it?
55, isn't it?
55.
Alright, sign out.
Officially.
55.2.
All right, bye, guys.
See ya.
See ya.
Alright. Yeah, no. Oh, yeah, that wasn't very long.